sometimes if, we can identify the duplicates. To identify the duplicates, what is the query? Just group by having count of greater than 1, right? So yes, so sometimes we need to identify the duplicate records and you don't have any key to hold the record and all the columns in the tables are the same, but you need to delete one record and have one record. At the time, using the row number function, you can give the row number 1, 2 like that, and you can keep the row number 1 and the remaining other records you can delete it. So to remove the duplicate records in a given table, so you need to keep one record, remaining records you need to delete. So to do like that, the simple option is, okay, first let's take employee table, right? Select start from hr.tbl_employee. So if I just connect to our online store, see if you here, I'm going to be have, let's assume all these records, the number 4, both are the same. Let's take both are the same. Here it is different. Let me make both are the same here. If I want to make both records as is, let's take all the records with this value, female, this value, male, first name 4, last name 4. I want to update this record also as a male, first name employee 4, last name employee 4, and this information. Then how can I change that record? Can someone tell me? Just we need to update the table, right? Update hr.table employee. Set. We need to update the gender, right? Gender is equal to, we are going to be changed to male. Gender equal to, let's take male, comma. F name is equal to first name 4. This one I want to update. And the next value is, let's take L name is equal to this value, right? And those insert time is fine. Now I want to update this record. Okay, what is the criteria, where class I have to give to identify this record? What is the criteria to identify the first record in the table?
You can use the employee ID.
If I use the employee ID, both records will come, right?
Yeah, duplicates. We can use the row number.
I don't have any row number here, right?
The first column, I don't know
Even
what.
the row number also, sir, if not given the row number, the system is already allocated in the table. The row number automatically?
No, no. There is no row number column in the table. I just don't think very bigly. Okay, it's a very small, straightforward question. Just see this data. I want to update this record. Tell me what is the criteria. Okay, I'm not asking any critical question here. Yes.
So this is the row number is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Can we use insert times where
insert time
can we use insert
but Prashanti mentioned the gender, because if you see here, I can use the gender female, but these records also will be identified. Then I can use the two combinations. Either F name is equal to 2 directly or the last name is equal to 2. This is the first option, or employee ID and female both. Okay, so where?
Sir, can I ask one question, sir? Why don't you use this 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that one? The left hand side is not showing anything. What representation?
Not in the table. This is not in the table. This is your just display grid. 1, 2, 3, 4 is your display grid, which is the SSMS tool. It's not the table. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the.
There is no meaning for this one, sir?
There is no meaning. That's just a number of rows. Okay. So I can use the first name is equal to first name EMP2. That is the only one record here. So I'm going to be updated by using that one. One row got updated. Now, okay, these both records are the same. If you see, the first two records are all the rows and columns are the same. Now my point is, I want to keep one record and remaining record I want to delete it. If I use the employee ID, both will be gone. If I use the gender, both will be gone. If I use the employee ID and the gender, both will be gone, right? So for this purpose, the simple way to do this one is, if you don't have any key to differentiate between the records, all the columns are the same, and you have identified there is a duplicate, and you need to delete one record and keep one record. There are multiple ways. I'm just telling the one way. Okay, just you can add one column to this table, saying that row number, something like that. Okay. If you want to add a column to the table, what is the command I need to use?
Alter
table name hr.tbl underscore employee, add, okay, add column name. Yeah, column name is, let's take row number, row underscore number. Yeah, it's going to be, let's take a small int, whatever it is, r10 here. Okay, so I can just add this one here, right? So now if I go and have this one, I got the row number. Now I want to update this row number with the row number value 1, 2, 3, 4. But the row number should be partitioned by employee ID. So here it should get the 1 and 2. For the 5 it should get 1, and for the 6 it should get 1. So it's going to be 1, 2, 1, 1, right? So we just need to have the 1, 2, 1, 1. We need to populate the value. Okay. Without populating also you can delete, but I'm just telling the different options over here. Are you guys able to follow me? Why I'm trying to do?
What you are going to add that one, so 1, 2, 3. What is in the row number? Can you repeat one more time?
The row number should be based upon the partition by employee ID. For each employee record, you will give the row numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Again for the new employee 1, 2, 3, 4. So wherever the employee records got duplicated, it will get the row number greater than 1, right? For all the remaining employees, it is the row number 1. So the output should be first record 1, second record 2, third record 1, fourth record 1. Okay. So update hr.table. You can directly do with the delete statement also. Okay, you can directly do with the delete statement also. I'm talking about the both options over here. Okay, set row underscore is equal to, okay, you need to use the over row underscore number, right, over
Partition by employee
ID, okay, and order by, let's take order by empid, that's fine. Okay, so if I run this one, okay, sorry, in the selector order by clause, window functions can be used in the selector and order by clause. Sorry about that. So another way to do is, maybe I can just have the joins. Let me cover the joins and come back to here. So this Windows function I can't use with the update statement. So what I can do is I can first select it. Okay, select star comma. So I have here, right, star comma.
From you can write from, correct? You can write from.
Yeah, we need to write the from class. hr.tbl employee. Okay, now he got it, right? So here I can use delete from where dot Yes, or not, or not greater than 1. Okay. This is correct and delete from. So you can yes, this is the record we need to delete. Okay. So update command. We'll come to this one after the joins. I need to cover the joins also. Then we can do the self join on this part. Okay. We can do the self join on this part.
So we can delete directly, sir. We can delete, no, that one?
No,
Cannot delete?
on delete. So it is not allowing us to delete from here. Okay. Delete from. So if you give the just table here, HR underscore employee, HR TBL underscore employee.
We can write where correct, no? Where class we can write, correct?
We don't
Yes.
have that R num, right? So that's what. So if I go by this one and we don't have that column here, so it has to be, 1 second, delete from this table where row underscore, where EMPI is equal to 5 or something like that. I'm just deleting the other record. Yes. So, it is not allowing, with this format. So from the subqueries, it is not allowing. Okay. So it is not allowing. We'll come to this point later. First, let me cover with the joins, then I will come back to the different approach over here. Okay. And then
Sir, otherwise we can do somewhere like under the row number we have null characters. Yeah, something will be that we can assign the value for the null characters, then we can get that one, correct?
no. We don't have the null character over here. So the basic point here is we need to give the row number for each record. We need to populate that record values. Then we need to delete that information. So to populate,
Yes, sir. For example, what I'm asking, you already have the row number, and the row number that values the record will be look at 0 is not maybe will be there.
currently there is nothing. We will come back to this one. Okay, give me 2 minutes. We need to cover the.
Okay.
Okay. There is a after the select star. Okay, what is that, Prashanti? There is a comma after the select statement. Oh, did I place the order by? Oh, no, this is fine. This is not an issue, right? Oh, Prashanti, here. It must have the order by class, Control Z. So the incorrect syntax, it is telling that no, I can't. Okay.
You're saying that near X.
No,
Incorrect sentence near X.
that is the problem. Basically, it is not allowing the subqueries. It is not allowing the subquery.
Okay.
That is the problem. That's why it is giving the issue with the subquery.
X.
Yeah,
Okay.
subquery. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll come back to this one. First, let me cover the joins. Then I can use the joins to just self-join the table. Okay, joins concept will be helpful for us to. Join concept will be helpful for us to. If you want to get the data from the more than one table, we need to join those two tables. Otherwise, you can't identify. Let's take there is a tables, two tables. Okay, one is the employee table, TBL employee, TBL underscore employee, where we have the employee ID, EMP ID, and the name and department ID. So where it has the one something test one, department department something one. Okay, so Control D, employee ID 2, employee ID 3, employee ID 4, let's take a simple example. Okay, so there is a employee 2, employee 3, employee 4, and he belongs to department 1, department 2, and null. They don't know value. So let's take, you have the one table where the table employee, where it has the employee ID, first department ID, employee details, and along with the department IDs. Okay, so now you have another table where the table underscore department, table underscore department, where it just has the department information like the department ID, DPT ID, and name. Let's take the 1 means engineering, 2 means testing, and 3 means something sales. Okay, you have like this. You have the
Then null will be changed the three ways, huh? Null.
no. Listen, wait for a minute. Okay, let me complete the scenario. Okay, so you have the 3 departments. Department 1 is engineering, 2 is testing, 3 is sales, and where you have the employee, where the employee 1 belongs to department 1, employee 2 belongs to department 1, employee 3 belongs to department 2, and employee 4 we don't know which department he belongs to. So we don't have any information for the employee what department he belongs to. Okay, it null means it's not 3. We don't know what department he belongs to. Now my output should be, what I want is, I want the employee ID, EMP ID, his name, DEPT ID, and the department name. So I want to get the employee ID, name, department ID, department name. So if I want to get this information, so my expected results, it contains, so this output, right? This output is coming the data from the more than one table. So if you want to get the data from the more than one table, you need to use the joins. You need to use joins. So joins are the concepts to join the more than one table to retrieve the information. So in SQL Server, we have the different types of joins. First one is inner join. Next one is outer joins. And the next one is, we have the cross join. These are the 3 categories: cross join, and the next one is the self join. So if someone asks you what are all the different joins we have the inner join, outer join, cross join, self join. Okay, let's talk about one by one. What is the inner join means? So again, all the SQL Server concepts are derived from the set theory. If you are familiar with mathematics, can someone mute yourself? I'm hearing the difference. Let me.
Sorry, that's me. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So the inner join means if the record exists in both tables, then only the information will be retrieved. So the inner joins, all the SQL Server information is coming. Sorry guys, I need to take a call urgently. Just give me 1 minute. I'm muting myself. Sorry guys, yeah, all this SQL server, right? All this SQL server is designed based upon the set theory. If you are aware of the set theory mathematics, that is the same exactly the concepts. On the back end, SQL server is designed based upon the set theory. So the table joins and all these things based upon set theory. So inner join means if the ID exists in both tables, or the based upon the condition predictions, whatever you are giving, if it is exist in both tables, then only the information will be retrieved. So basically what it will do is, okay, whenever you do the inner join, so you need to give the joining condition on what basis these two tables are joined. So the syntax will be like this. Okay, syntax will be like this: select column list, whatever the column list you want to specify. Okay, so either it could be the from the table A or table B, whatever it is. From is the keyword, right? From table 1. Okay, let's take here in this example table employee, tbl underscore employee. Okay, you can give the aliasing name, because you need to use the, if the both columns names in the tables, the column names in the both tables are the same, then to differentiate we need to give the table name dot column name. So to easy our job, we can give the table alias like emp. Let's take table employee as the emp. So the next line is going to be inner join, or you can simply specify the join also. So you can simply just mention inner join, tbl underscore dept. On is the keyword, so I'm highlighting here the keywords with the different color. On is the keyword. On what condition these
You are give the department also will give the alias name, correct? Is not required.
you can give. Okay, it's not an issue, dept. Okay, so you can give the, this is the space I give. Okay, table employee space emp, or table department space dept. On, so one on what condition? Okay, the first condition emp dot, so I'm going to be give emp dot means employee table dot dept id is equal to dept dot dept id. Is it make sense? So basically we are trying to get the columns from the first table, inner join to the second table on department id. So if you have the one here, what is the name associated to one? That's what we need to get. So the joining condition here on the these two department ids. Okay, so this department id will be the joining class for us. So whenever you read the data like this, right, so what it will do is in backend, first it will create a table here. So it will create all the columns. Okay, table 1, right, emp dot emp id, next emp dot name, next emp dot dept id, next dept dot dept id, command dept dot name. All the columns from the all the tables will come. Okay, then what it will do is it will first list out all the information. So based upon the on class, so it will take first this record, because this is your first table, right? So it will take this first record, it will place here, it will check this id is exist in this table or not. Okay, if the id 1 is exist, so for id 1, what is the name? Engineering. So it will take the second employee. Okay, it will take the second employee. So again second employee also the one is exist here, yes, so it is a 1 engg. Next the third record will come, it will take the third record, and what is the name, is the second 2 here, right? So 2 is exist here, so it's get the testing. And third record, it will get the null. Okay, so whenever it got the null, it don't know the id. As it don't know the id, it can't match with any id in this department table, so this will discard this row here. This will discard, simply discard this row here. Where is the strikeout? I'm just looking for the strikeout. That's fine. So it won't have this record. It will just discard this record. So you are passing the records are only these information. Is it clear? So after the inner join, it will return these 3 rows, all these 5 columns. Then in the select column, you just give the first table employee.star comma department.name. Then it will skip this column. If you just read all the columns, it will give all the columns. So based upon the whatever you read it, it will apply. But for from the joining, it will just pick only these 3 records because it has the matching record in this table. So the inner join will get you only the matching records. Is it make sense? Any questions over here?
Sorry, but compulsory we have to use alias name, or we can without alias name also we can write it code.
The alias name also you can write like this, right? So here the condition should be if you don't use the alias name, okay. So here we
can write tbl underscore employee dot department ID equal to the department
exactly.
tbl, like we can write, huh?
Exactly. So you can write the TV. So the alias name for our simplicity purpose only. Okay. So
Okay.
so this is the result set for the inner join. Any questions over here? Anyone else? Any questions? So in the chart representation, it will show like this. Okay, suppose if you have the chart representation, what it will show like this is always people will represent like this. It's A intersection B. If you go for the set theory, it's a, I can't represent over here, maybe it's equivalent to A intersection B. Where it is, the intersection symbol. It's not the power, sorry. Let's leave it. Okay, I can show that the diagram later. Okay, so that is equivalent to A intersection B. Any questions here? In the outer joins, we have the three types of outer joins. One is left outer join. One is left outer join. Next one is the right outer join. Next one is full outer join. So the left outer join, what it will do, it will take the, it's the same. Okay, the syntax will be like this. So the syntax will be here. Instead of the inner join, you should write left outer, left outer. So the outer joins are the left outer join, first one. Again, the condition should be there. So when you do the left outer join, it will take the first table, left table as the full table, and the right table, if it is exist, it will give the column information. If it is not exist, it will just populate with the null. Okay, then coming to here, what it will do is, here this record also will come. Okay, this record also will come. It won't skip this record. This records also will come. But here the information, as we don't know the what is the associated information, it could be null and null, right? So if sometimes what we'll have is, you need to get all the employees. If the department information is available, give me the information. If the department information is not available, then I don't mind, but I need all the employee information. In that scenario, we have to use the left outer join. If you use the inner join, it will skip if you don't find the department information. Does it make sense? Any questions over here?
No, sir.
Yep. Okay. A right outer join, simply it's a right outer join. What it will do is it will just give you the same information, but it will take the priority of the right table. It will take the priority of the right table. So it will first take the right table. It will list out all the right table columns. If the left table predicate available, it will populate the left table information. Otherwise, it won't. So in this scenario, if I just write the left outer table, if I use the left right outer table. So here, can someone tell me what is the expected output?
The last row will be not there, fourth row.
Fourth row won't be there.
We'll have
Fourth row is not there because right hand side whatever will available. That displays all the department details 1, 2, 3. Then common what are the displacement will be there.
So whenever
Between the two tests.
yeah, whenever you go like this, what it will do is first it will take the, it won't take this information, right? So first it won't populate this information. Okay, this will populate this information first. 1 engineering, okay, 2 testing, 3 sales, okay.
Yeah, that is correct.
So then it will take, okay. So it will go for the each record. So okay, you have the 1 engineering. Do you have any record with the 1 here? Yes. So it's going to be 1, test 1, and the 1. And as you have another record also, you will insert the another record. So it will insert the sorry. What it will do is it will do the another record engg. So 1, sorry, 2, test 2, 1, and then it will go for the 2 testing, 2 testing, and it will go for the matching of that 2. It's going to be 3, test 3, and the 2. Then it will go for the 3 sales.
This null characters, then
Null, null, and here null. Okay, it won't get this record because this is not matching with anything. This is not matching with anything. So it will take the priority of the department. That's why some people will get confused. Hey, why can't I use the right join? I just switch the tables here in the left join itself. Okay, left outer join, employee table, from department table, left outer join employee table. Some people will think that, okay, instead of using the right outer join, I can switch the table here in the left outer join. That is not true. That won't equal in your results, right? You got my point?
yes, yes.
Some people will try to do like this. So basically from department, left outer join employee. That is not equivalent to the from employee table, right outer join department, because the both result sets are different. So here the precedence for the right table, and if the left table exists the records, it will give. If it is not available, it will make a null over here. Is it clear?
Yes.
Any questions? So never use the just the inverse of the left table is inverse of the left join is the right join. Like, no, that's not true. Next, the full out is the combination of both. Okay, so it will be like this. Instead of the right or this one, outer join, full outer join. Okay, full outer join. and you need to provide again the constraint. So in the full outer join, what it will do is, so first it will take the first combination and it will take the next combination. So basically it's going to be 4 test null 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 also will be there. Okay, this is for the full outer join. Does it make sense? So it will get the first left outer join and union the right outer join. So all the records will be there, full outer join, all combinations. So basically it's just 1 to this one, 2 to this one, 3 to this one, and this record is come from the left outer join, this record come from the right outer join. So when I go for the joins, full outer join, it will list out first from the left table, all the columns will be displayed, and if the right table columns condition satisfied, it will give that information. If it is not satisfied, it won't give that information. That's it. That is the full outer join. Any questions over here? When to use the full outer join? The question for you guys is, when to use the full outer join?
We require all the records from both the tables.
When you require all the information, even though a joining condition is not such. Let's take, I need all the department information, all the employee information, whatever the mapping I have. Okay, then that is the full outer join. The cross join is nothing but the Cartesian product. So in the cross join, so basically it's a combination of all the possibilities. So when I go for the cross join, what it will do is, okay,
Some clarification, all the cases we need to write the keyword left and right, and outer join also can write full, or can just simply can write outer join.
Outer join, if you just write, that is a full outer join. Okay, so left outer join, you have to write the left outer join. Right outer join, you have to write the right outer join. If you can write the full outer join or the outer join, that's the full outer join syntax. But for the left and right, you have to, okay. And inner join, if you just write the join, that is implicitly inner join.
Okay, just full is not required, right? Just outer join is enough, correct?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
So here the cross join this table on the TBL employee. Okay. This one. So the cross join is from the first table cross join to next table. So in the cross join is basically it's all combination. First it will take, okay, this combination, what it will do is in the cross join, it will take, let me just populate this one, then I can populate all these guys. Okay, here one engineering, one engineering. So first with the one set, the second set again the cross join, same set with the two sales, two sales. Okay, and the third set is again the same. It's going to be 2 is testing, right? Sales, 3 sales. See here, For each combination it is going. That's why we need not to specify the predicate over here. In the cross join, we need not to specify the predicate because it is just Cartesian product. So the first, all the records from the left table join to the first record. All the records from the first table join to the second record. All the columns from the first table join to the third record. You guys got it? This is the Cartesian product. When will you go for the cross join? Yeah, if you don't know the, yeah, go ahead.
Is the precedence important? Like, will it always follow like from the left table versus one record from the right table?
Yes, that's right.
Across.
That's right. Okay, but it will get the combination. So it's always your processing start from the from class, right? So first it will take this table, then cross join to this table. The order is important. Okay, this is the cross join. Now, can someone tell me if I apply the where clause on this table, I can get the inner join results. Is it true or not? If I apply some where clause on this cross join, can I get the inner join results? What are the inner join results?
Yeah, we can get that one actually.
How?
If using the where class to cross join.
Let me highlight the inner join results. And so sorry, not sorry. So it's going to be. So these are the inner join results, right? Whatever I have related is the inner join results. Now, if I apply the cross join and place some where clause, I can get the inner join. What is the where clause I have to place over here?
After gen, sir. So, for example, if you can write select column list from table implies EMP cross join table employee department where class.
Where clause? Yeah, what is that where clause?
Sir, we can
Yeah, that
sir,
way.
we can include in where clause department ID and employee ID combination.
So what is the combination? So tell me, what is the
Yeah, the where class is equal to employment or department equal to department dot name.
I didn't get you. Sorry.
Now that where class is equal to employment dot department ID equal to department dot department ID.
Okay, dv.dept ID. Perfect. So if I apply like this, that is equivalent to, it is going to be check these two combinations. Okay, here these two equal, here these two is equal, right? So that way you can get the inner join. If you apply the cross join and the where clause result, you will get the inner join results. Is it?
Sir, my basic question, where we are going to use the cross join actually? What is the purpose of using the cross join?
If you see the cross join, I don't have any predicate over here, which means I don't know on what column I have to join. I don't know what is the column for joining condition, right? I want to get I have two distinct tables. I have two different tables. So one is the gender table, one is the department table. Is there any combination for the gender and department? No, right? But I want all the possible combinations, mix probability, all the combinations of the records. If we don't have,
and for example, if we don't know anything, what condition we are going to join on condition, then we go for the cross join.
exactly.
Okay, thank you.
Any other question, guys? So the input over here is this much, right? So the next one is the self join. Can someone tell me, if you know already, what is the self join means?
We can get same table we can join again and again.
Okay, by
Joining the table itself.
Yes.
yeah, joining the table itself. So why I need to join the table itself? Can you give me some table where I need to join the same table again for some information?
Yeah, if we have the employee ID and the manager ID information in the same table,
Perfect. Okay.
then
EMP
we
ID
can
and the
use
manager ID. Okay. Name.
the name.
Mhm. So yeah.
In that case, we don't know the manager ID, correct? A manager ID has the different department name and versus manager both are different will be there, correct? In that case, we can use.
No, the thing is, what Kavita mentioned is right. So employee ID, manager ID, and the name we have. Let's take the employee is nothing but the manager. Sorry, manager also one of the employee. Manager also one of the employee in the organization. So instead of having the two different things, you just have the employee ID, okay, one, and his manager. We don't know anything else. Okay, he's the CEO. Let's take manager ID null, and this name is employee name. The name what you have in this table is employee name. So I can give employee name. Okay, test one, and there is a employee two who is reporting to one, and the name of the employee is test two, and there is a three who is reporting to one only. It's a test three, and there is a four who is reporting to two, test four. Now you want the result set saying that what is my employee ID, employee name, manager ID, and manager name, right? So here employee ID 1, the main employee name is test 1, the manager ID is null, and manager name is null, and the employee ID 2, test 2, and the manager ID 1, and the manager name is test 1.
Test one.
So 3, test 3, 1, test 1, 4, test 4, 2, and test 2. So where I have this manager name, that is implicit conversion of the employee name. Wherever the ID, this manager ID equivalent to. So this ID equivalent to this name. So here manager 2 means his name is test. So you have the manager also as an employee, and you have only employee table. Then you have to self-join yourself. So employee table has to join the same table to retrieve the manager information also. That is the self-join. If the table has to join on the same table, then that is a self-join. So yes, Kavita, can you try how to write this query?
Same that to select
Mhm.
select the employee ID,
Yeah, employee ID, employee.
then the employee ID
Mhm.
by name and manager name,
No, manager dot empid
EMP ID,
as manager ID,
manager ID,
comma manager dot employee name as manager.
manager
So what this means? So I'm having the same two tables. One is EMP, another one is the manager. So in EMP table, I'm retrieving the two columns, employee ID and the employee name. And the EMP table, employee name is equivalent to the employee name. And in the manager table, the employee name is the manager name, right? Then
from TBL employee is employee and self employee and self join and TBL employee is the manager level.
okay, so there is no self join keyword. Okay, so if you just the concept is if you are joining on the same table, then it's called the self join. There is no keyword saying that it's a self join. So you have to use the either inner join or the left join or the cross join. Okay, so now the question is what kind of join you will use, inner join or the left join? What kind of joins you will use?
Inner join only we can
Okay,
inner join can use And if you can using inner join, we need to get common ID will be required for the tables.
Yes. And anyone else, Kavita or Prashanti? Anyone else?
Yeah, we had left to join
No.
so that we can get the null columns of the manager, super boss, just like that.
Exactly.
See you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you use the inner join, you will miss the first record because the manager ID null, which means you don't have the employee ID null. So that will scroll out. So if you want to get all the employees, even though manager's information is available or not, then you have to go for the left join. That's what we discussed during the left join concept. So EMP left join, EMP left join. Here I need to use the same table, PBL underscore EMP only, but aliasing manager.
So, sir, if, for example, we can use right join also, we can get it, correct? It's a reverse case. In the same both results will get in same both name. In this case,
Right.
I'm talking about in this case.
Yeah, if you use the right join, again, the manager ID will be treated as the your thing. So basically, how you write the query, you can write the
No, I want write query like this one from table underscore employee manager and right join table employee EMP. In this case, what is working fine, I think so.
No.
In this, I'm talking about in this context.
It won't. It won't. That's what I mentioned in the right join concept also. Please be careful. Whatever if you use the left join, left table will take the precedence. If you take the right join, right table will take the precedence. So which table information you want must. Here I need the employee information must, even though manager is available or not. If you need the manager information must, even though employees exist or not, then you can go for the right join. So it's how you formulate your query. Okay, so there is a big difference between the using the left join and right join. First, listen to the left join concept. Here, I am trying to take the employee table as the left hand side, manager table as the right hand side. So on keyword I need to use, and what is the condition? EMP dot what I have to use.
On EMP dot manager ID
Exactly.
equal to manager dot EMP ID.
Manager dot EMP ID. Exactly. So employee manager is equivalent to manager employee. In the manager table, employee ID is nothing but the in employee table manager ID. That will give me all the information. First, it will take, okay. So what it will do is it will take this one as the left table. So it will take this one as the left table. Then the right table also will take. So the aliasing I'm just giving the manager dot employee ID, manager dot manager ID, and the manager dot employee. So as I use the left join, first all the columns from here, and if it is available here, it will populate. Otherwise, no. Here my manager ID is null. So here it's telling that employee on the okay, where it is. Here I'm telling that. Sorry. Let me just expand this one. Here I'm telling that employee dot manager ID. Here the manager ID null and the manager dot employee ID. I don't have any null value. These two columns will be null. Here it should be null. It should be null. This should be null. And for the one, back and where is one ID? So it is the one. The manager ID for this in this record is one. Oh, okay, it is null. Here it is test one, right? So we take to the 3 here. The 3 is the 1 again. One. For the ID is null. And
Sir, actually, you have written that employee dot employee ID, manager dot employee ID, I think so. Manager is correct, this one?
First 3 columns from the employee dot employee table. So, okay, I can write completely emp dot employee ID. First 3 columns coming from the employee table.
No. I'm talking about, sir, not that one. I'm talking about the condition. On condition, you have written employee dot manager ID is equal to manager dot employee ID.
Yes.
What I'm saying, employee dot employee ID equal to manager dot employee ID. Is correct?
No, employee dot manager ID, where in the employee table, wherever the manager, that is in the manager table, he is the employee. These are the two columns it's going to be joined. Employee dot manager ID is equal to manager dot employee ID. These are the two columns it will join. So here for this one, null. Okay, here it is the one only, so one information. Here it is two, so it's going to be two. And for the two, what is the name? So manager ID 1 and the manager employee name is test2. Test2. And in the output, I am selecting employee information along with the manager ID information, which is nothing but the manager ID I already have, a manager name, which is nothing but this one. So it will populate these three columns for me. These three columns and this column is my output. So the output would be like this. Does it make sense? So the output would be this is the output. Manager.employee name is, we are treating that one as the manager name. So it will be manager name, manager ID, employee ID, manager ID, employee name, and manager name. This is my final output. Intermediate step. Is it clear? So as I mentioned, whenever it is trying to do the join, first it will take the both tables columns, all the columns, and based upon the join what you have used, it will populate. So here the two tables, each table has three columns. So it take the first table columns and the second table columns, right? And then it will join on the condition. So my joining condition is this one and this one. These two is my joining conditions. Then based upon the joining clause, it will populate the remaining columns if it is available. Then it will filter out whatever the columns you used in the select class. Any questions over here? If I use the right join, what will happen is on the right join, for his question, just to clarify, okay, it is not equivalent to the same results as this one. I just want to clarify that part. If I use the right join here, okay, you want to change the tables or you don't want to change the tables? I think he left. Okay, are you guys able to get my point? We can't use the right table here. If you use the right table, it will be a different table. Why? Because it will take this right table precedence first, then it will take the manager.employee ID. So it will have the null record over here. It will miss the employee records over here. So the right table, right join is not the option over here. So we have the inner join and the outer joins. We have the three types of joins: left outer join, right outer join, full outer join, and the cross join. Self join means a join, if you join the same table on this itself. If you join on the same table, then it's going to be the self join. There is no keyword called self join. You have to use the either inner join or the left join or the right join or the full outer join. Any
The condition, can I repeat one more? Can repeat one more time the condition? The employee manager ID, I'm not really satisfied that on the condition.
so here employee.manager ID. So in an employee table, the manager is nothing but the manager table employee, right? So if you have the employee table, you know the manager ID 1. So in the employee table, 1 means he is the manager. So here, if you see here, so basically This ID, whatever the manager ID you are storing here, that is nothing but the employee ID only. It is not the different ID. This ID 1 here is nothing but the 1 here. The manager is nothing but an employee in the table. A manager is nothing.
And I understood that concept. Understood. I'm talking about the condition actually. For employee table, the manager ID is 112. It's the same. This table alias is same. This the manager table nothing but this employee table only.
Yes.
We'll take an employee ID.
Yes. So in the employee table manager ID, in the manager table that employee ID. So just to put it in the plain words, then you can think about the condition. Okay. To simplify your thought process, you just need to do these things. You just need to simplify your condition statement. Okay. In employee table, the manager ID nothing but the employee ID, which means in employee table manager ID equal to, if you consider this one is the manager table, that is equivalent to the employee ID. The condition you just need to put into the plain English words. That way.
So in the manager table there are like 1, 1, 2, right? Even the second one will also go to the employee 1.
So the manager table also the same, right? So basically, whenever you do the aliasing, right? So whenever you table employee is employee, so it is the employee table.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the just EMP table.
Okay.
But I have my employee. Come on, 1 second. Okay, match center. This is the employee. Employee table, and the same thing is the manager also.
Manager. Okay.
Same thing also manager. So because you just copied the same, right? So this is also manager.
Correct.
So manager, right? Now you are treating that in the employee table manager ID. This one in the manager table, this ID where which column we need to look into employee table. So what is the name of manager? Which means when employee ID equal to 1, what is the name of the employee? That is his manager name. So this one should join with.
Can anyone hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sorry to disturb. I was trying to say that, for the left join, the query we wrote, the select emp.empid will give the employee ID, employee name, and then emp.manager ID will give the manager ID, right? It's not manager.empid as manager ID because both of them will have the same values then if that's the case.
Yes, yes, that's right. Employee.manager ID or the manager.employee ID, both are the manager ID, right? So here you can manager.employee ID. So this is nothing but the manager ID.
No, I'm saying it should be emp.manager ID.
Either you can give the
as manager ID.
Yeah, you can give the emp.manager ID or the manager.manager ID. So basically here your condition also the same, right? You are equally joining on both. Both are the same values. You can give the emp.manager ID or the manager.employee ID. Both are the manager ID. So this is also manager ID or emp.manager ID as manager ID.
You can use both syntaxes for the same one.
I'm saying that only the second one is right.
Why not? Why not the first one?
Because then it would be employee ID 1 will have manager as 1, employee ID 2 will have manager ID as 2, employee ID 3 will have manager ID 3.
So here, employee 1, where it has a manager ID null. I don't get anything. Here in this record, it's null. Okay.
No, because you are saying manager.empid, right? It will give it as 1. It will assign 1.
Here,
I think if you're not given the condition, if whatever given the condition, if not given the condition, we cannot retrieve the manager names as the employee. I think so.
1 second, Prashanti. Listen, see here. Okay. First step, it will take the first left outer join we are using. Right? So this is the table, first employee table. This is the manager table, right? So it will take the emp.manager ID is equal to manager.emp ID. In the first record, it will go and check emp.manager ID is null. So do we have the null record over here? I don't have. So all the columns will be null. Okay. So the second
Right.
one it will take. And what is the one record? So this one, one record. So this will populate here, right? So here also it will populate the same. Here it populates the same. So this is the first internal step. Then selecting, when I come to the selecting, if you see this column or this column, both have the exact same information. I can use the manager.employee or the emp.manager ID. Any column I can use for the display purpose. For that, you can try with the query. Okay, in both ends.
Okay.
In both ends, my data. Whenever you do the
No. Emp.empid and manager.empid will have both will have same values. I'm saying for the manager ID part of it, we have to give manager ID of either of the tables.
yes, manager ID you can get it from either of the table. That's what I'm telling.
But you are using empid as the manager ID. That's my problem.
No, in the manager table, employee ID is nothing but employee manager. For the employee one, if you see here, one, who is the manager?
Because both the tables are same, we can use that. That's
exactly. So basically, for the two, who is the manager? One. In the manager table, one also.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, but then you are saying, so when we put manager.empid, it will take the employee ID itself as the manager ID. So for employee one, the manager will be one himself.
No, for the.
So I'm just saying. Sorry to take up time, but
no problem,
it should be. It should be either emp.manager ID or manager.manager ID. I'm saying it should be manager ID, not emp ID.
No, if you use the manager.manager ID, it's a kind of a for that manager who is the manager. That's where. So if you see here, this record, see here. Okay, so here for the one it is null, one it is null here. If you see here, in this table manager.manager ID is null. If I use the manager.manager ID, it will be null for me. So that's why I just want to try to see here. While it is joining, it will join on the predicate. Okay, the predicate here is this one. Okay, on this one, and it will populate the remaining column information. For the one, employee ID is one, manager ID is null, test name is equal to test one null and this one. So now use the manager.manager ID, then it will give me the different information. Manager something like that.
So I am suggesting emp.manager ID.
That is okay. You can use this one.
Yeah.
No issue at all. Okay. That is straightforward. That is the common thing people will do. Even what I'm trying to say is, even though you use the manager.employee ID, it will give the same results. If you use the manager.manager ID as the manager ID, that is the different. That is manager's manager.
Okay, I'm still not convinced, but I'll try. I'll try to do this query and I'll let you know.
Yeah,
okay.
definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys follow my. That's why I gone through the internal step over here. Finally, you directly see this one. I just want to go through how internally it will join the tables when it comes. First, it will take all the columns from the both tables. Okay. Then, as we use the left join, it will first populate the left table, and then it populate the left table. It will try to populate the right information based upon the left information. So here, the employee ID, the condition is this one. Do I have the null record? No, I don't have null record. So it is null, all the columns. I have the one record. Yes, one null test one. And I have the one record, one test null one. So this is my manager table column. These are my employee table columns. Then you are select this one or this one as the manager ID, it is fine. But if you use the manager.manager ID, that is manager's manager. It's not the employee manager. Okay. So just go ahead and think action. Okay. Yes, guys.
Sir, actually in the same condition, without using the chain, we can use a where condition, correct?
No, how can you use the where clause?
No. For example, if for example, what was the writing column names from the table, for example, employee as the employee 1 and employee table employee 2, then where conditions on employee 1 dot manager ID equal to manager ID.
No. Where clause is just to filter out the records, not to the join the records. Okay. No. Okay. Thank you guys. Let's go ahead and practice this one. Try yourself and try to display as manager.employee ID and manager.manager ID and see the differences. You can definitely identify the differences. And if you, maybe I'm wrong, maybe your guys, I will also write a query and check it. But as for my 100% theoretical explanation over here, we should use the manager.employee ID as the manager ID or the employee.
Can you send us?
No, that is correct. That is true actually, sir. What you say, what you're saying correct. Without if you using that condition, the what is the giving the manager ID, we cannot pull the employee details.
Yes. So I will share this Excel sheet. Okay. I will share.
Thank you so much.
That is the way to you can understand the joins, right? That's why I gone through this exercise. And I can just place the pictorial representation also people used to have. If you can just Google it, SQL joins, you will see the pie chart kind of things. That's also explain the same.
Okay.
I just want to take some example, go through internally how it is mapped.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you guys. Have a good evening. Good evening or good night. I will catch you up tomorrow.
Thanks.
Okay. And yeah, one more reminder.
And sir, one more, the last question, the SafeGen only for this particular context only useful or any other context will be useful? The manager, employee, any other context will be useful?
Any other context. You just have the same table, you have to treat it as more than one concept. Then self-join, any other context. Okay.
I'm talking about SafeGen, sir.
Self-join, yes. It can be used for any other purposes. If you have the more information, more employee manager, product category on the same table. So a product itself as treating as, so if you have the more hats, you mean to say you are acting as a employee, you acting as a team lead, you acting as a, you have the more than one role.
No, that is I understood, sir. I'm talking about is a leader, supervisor, or something like in the product. That's fine. But I'm talking the real scenario. Just make the applications of this. That's the
real scenario, right? That is the real scenario. If you have the more than one role, more than one perspective, then to get the different perspective informations, we have to use the self-join.
Because this is most of the times asking interview question for the self-joins.
Definitely. Yeah, this is the, and we will talk about how to get the hierarchy also, management hierarchy. Okay, employee 1 reported to employee 2, employee 2 report to employee 3, employee 3 report to employee 4.
Yeah.
Just getting the one hierarchy level only. How to get the end till the top of the CEO management hierarchy by using the CTEs. We can get that one. Common table expressions, recursive function, in other words. Okay, you can have a look on that. Yeah, and one more reminder, guys. Feel free, please join on the class if you are really interested on the further classes and BI complete training. Feel free to join that course, and the coupon code what I have mentioned will be valid till tomorrow only. Okay, and if you have any questions, call to the TekZenius and get it clarified, and try to use the time. Otherwise, you have to wait for the next 3 more months. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.